The idea of want can be examined from many perspectives. In secular societies, want might be considered similar to the emotion desire, which can be studied scientifically through the disciplines of psychology or sociology. Alternatively, want can be studied in a non-secular, spiritual, moralistic, or religious way, particularly by Buddhism but also Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. In economics, a want is something that is desired. It is said that every person has unlimited wants, but limited resources. Economics is based on the assumption that only limited resources are available to us. Thus, people cannot have everything they want and must look for the most affordable alternatives. Wants are often distinguished from needs. A need is something that is necessary for survival, such as food and shelter, whereas a want is simply something that a person would like to have. Some economists have rejected this distinction and maintain that all of these are simply wants, with varying levels of importance. By this viewpoint, wants and needs can be understood as examples of the overall concept of demand. Examples of wants that people would like to have is financial monitoring, saving time, higher paying job, more comfort, healthier diet, physical fitness, spirituality, friendship, companionship, and safety. What do humans really want? And can these wants be satisfied, or are human wants endless? While these questions may seem philosophical, we actually study the economic wants of humans in economics. It helps us explain consumer behavior and in turn demand and supply. Let us take a look at the nature and classification of human wants. All the desires and aspirations and motives of humans are known as human wants in economics. And the wants that can be satisfied with goods and services of any kind are economic wants. Like, for example, food, shelter, clothing, etc. are economic human wants. And those which cannot be bought are non-economic wants like peace, love, affection, etc. All human wants to have some basic common characteristics. Let us have a look at the similar nature of human wants. Wants are unlimited. A human is never truly satisfied, and so his wants too are endless. We may temporarily satisfy some of our wants, but they always reoccur. Different wants have varying degrees of intensity. Some wants are extremely urgent, some are less intense. Human wants tend to be competitive. We have limited means and so we cannot satisfy all of our wants. So they compete with each other. And the most urgent want will be satisfied. Wants can be complementary as well. To satisfy our want for one good, we have to make arrangements for another. So now we have the want of two goods. For example, to run a car you need petrol. The wants of any person will constantly be changing according to the time and place and situation of the person. Over time, wants of a person can become his habits or customs. Classification of human wants. We can classify wants into three broad categories in economics. These are necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. Let us take a look at all three. 1. Necessaries. These are the human wants absolutely essential for living and surviving. Further, necessaries will divide into necessaries for life, for efficiency, and finally conventional necessaries. First and most important wants are obviously necessaries for life. These include food, water, clothing, shelter, etc. And then there are necessaries that improve our efficiency and well-being, like comfortable housing, nourishing foods, etc. Finally, there are conventional necessaries that arise out of habits, customs, or conventions. 2. Comforts. These are the extra wants of the human after necessaries. They are not as essential or urgent as necessaries. Comforts are the wants that make the life of the human comfortable and satisfying. Generally, these include items that save labor on behalf of the human or provide comfort to him in his life. So items such as fans, furnished houses, special clothing for occasions, etc. fall under this category of human wants. 3. Luxuries. These are goods that give humans pleasure and prestige in society. They are not needed for existence or comfort but provide happiness and acceptance in the world. These wants may be called superfluous. and such items tend to be expensive. Some examples of luxuries are cars, diamond jewelry, expensive designer clothing, ACS. As you will notice, all these items are not essential to our living. They are items of prestige. Wants are hopes to have or fulfill something. If we want something, we expect to be able to buy it and have it. It's a felt need shaped by our knowledge, culture, personality, marketing, and preferences. Unlike needs, wants are less essential for us to survive. At most, we are only disappointed if we don't fulfill it. Then, needs become wants when directed to certain objects that we think can satisfy our needs. And, usually, it depends on the resources at our disposal. For example, we want luxury items such as sports cars or private jets. It becomes a desire because we currently do not have adequate resources, money. And, we can fulfill it if we have enough money. Meanwhile, there is no definite standard to measure whether the want has been fulfilled or not. It depends on taste, which varies between individuals. Take food, for example. Simple food is enough to meet our needs for energy, protein, and minerals. But, once we have more money, we are more likely to choose food with the best ingredients and quality. Economics deals with scarcity, which arises because our needs and wants are unlimited. Meanwhile, our resources are limited. We are never satisfied with what we have. And it is often correlated with income or money, the resources we have. For example, we want a motorcycle. So, once we have enough income, we buy it. But, after that, we might want a car because it's more comfortable. And so, after buying a car, we might want a private jet. Faced with scarcity, we must decide how to allocate existing economic resources to meet our needs and wants. Then three basic economic questions arise to be answered. 1. What goods and services do we produce? 2. How do we produce them? 3. For whom is their production? And, every choice we make involves an opportunity cost. If we choose to allocate resources to a particular purpose, we sacrifice the next best alternative. For example, if we choose to buy a car, we miss the opportunity to buy a house because we can't afford both with the money we have. A want varies between individuals. It depends on the resources we have. For example, we want items like computer, car, private jet, smartphone, diamond necklace. In general, such items are not necessary for survival, unlike food, drink, or clothing. They can be a wish because we don't have them yet and can't afford them. We don't have enough money. Although less essential, fulfilling wants help us live more comfortably. By buying or using them, we can have fun or enjoy life. A good example is traveling. We can live without it, but we enjoy life more when we fulfill it. Needs and wants will not be the same between individuals. For example, a laptop can be a need for a student. But, buying it may be a desire for factory workers. Likewise, we, for example, need a car to transport us to work. We need it to go to and from work every day. If our office is far away, buying a high-powered car at an expensive price can become a need. But, if our office is near, buying it can be a want because a more affordable car is actually enough. Understanding the difference between needs and wants is important for making wise financial decisions. Needs are the essential things we require for survival and well-being, such as food, shelter, and clothing. Wants, on the other hand, are things we desire but can live without. Differentiating between needs and wants helps us prioritize our spending, budget effectively, and make conscious choices about where our money goes. Understanding needs and wants is like knowing the difference between necessities and luxuries. Needs are the things we need to live a healthy and fulfilling life, while wants are the extras that bring us joy but are not essential for our well-being. Examples of needs and wants. 1. Needs. Food. We all need nourishment to survive and stay healthy. It includes basic groceries like fruits, vegetables, and grains. Shelter, a safe and comfortable place to live is a fundamental need. This could be a rented apartment or a home. Clothing, clothes provide protection and keep us warm. They include essential items like t-shirts, jeans, and shoes. 2 wants. Entertainment, activities like going to the movies, concerts, or buying video games fall into the category of wants. They bring enjoyment but are not necessary for survival. Luxury items, fancy gadgets, designer clothing, and high-end accessories are examples of wants. While they can be appealing, they are not essential for our basic needs. Travel, while travel can broaden our horizons and create amazing experiences, it falls under the wants category as it is not necessary for our day-to-day survival. Needs and wants in the real world. Let's say you have a limited amount of money to spend. You can choose between buying a new pair of shoes or purchasing groceries for the week. Groceries would be considered a need because you require them to eat and stay healthy. The shoes, on the other hand, would be a want as they are not essential for survival. By recognizing the difference between needs and wants, you can make informed decisions and prioritize your spending based on what is most important. Final thoughts on needs and wants. Differentiating between needs and wants is crucial for managing finances effectively. Needs are the essential things required for survival and well-being, while wants are the extras that bring us joy but are not necessary for our basic needs. By understanding this distinction, individuals can prioritize their spending, make conscious financial choices, and allocate their resources wisely. It empowers them to budget effectively, save money, and live within their means, leading to a healthier financial future. Thank you for watching this video.